Hello, everybody. Hello, a
Hello.
warm and loving welcome to your Monday evening service.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Stace.
Hiya. Hiya.
Hello, hello, hello. Too many to mention all the names going up, but I saw Scott, Shane, Jan.
Yeah. Hi, Ricky Chuck,
Hi, Ricky.
and
Um,
Daniela.
Megan, Nick Goodson, everybody. You're
Everybody.
all welcome. You're all
Absolutely.
welcome. And if you're watching this and it's not Monday evening at 7 o'clock, welcome anyway. If you're watching sometime in the future, time traveling spiritualists. That's just what the world needs, time traveling spiritualists. Alison
Hi,
Bolton says
Alison.
hi, Stacey's mum.
Thank you, darling. Hi. Hi, Julie. Julie Darlington. I haven't
Yeah,
seen
she
you
has
for a
been
while.
on
Oh,
for a while.
hello, Julie.
Yeah, lovely to see you back, sweetheart.
Hi, Dee.
Okay. Jackie Lacrosse.
Yes, everybody.
Good evening, Paul and everyone.
Yeah. You're not cheeky. Of course you can have healing for your son. It's not cheeky at all. And we will be doing the healing in just a little while. Yes, we'll be doing the healing in just a little while. So first of all, we need to open in prayer, and then we need to do the Lord's Prayer. So could we all blend our energies together, please, friends, and join in the silence? Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, we thank you for allowing us to gather together across the internet tonight in your name. Father, it's such a privilege for us all to be here doing what we do. It's such an honour and such a privilege to be doing it all in your name. Father, I ask that the guides for Jean, Irene and myself step forward to allow us to become pure vessels of communication to support and inspire us through this short service. And we promise that everything we do tonight will be done with only love, truth and honesty in our hearts. Father, I ask that while this service is conducted, that anybody watching now or in the future has an angel of protection beside them. And at the end of this evening, we'll hand back to you everything which is rightfully yours with love, honour and glory. Amen.
Amen.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, and thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. And give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, friends. And I just realised my phone is not on silent, which is very strange because it was on silent all the way down the motorway.
Oh, bless you. Yeah. Are you doing the healing first, or do you want me to do my poem first?
If you do your poem, please, darling, and then we will have the healing moment. So
okay.
if you have anybody who you would like to include in our healing time, just please pop a name in the comments and we'll try and include as many as we can. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. This one I am reading tonight because some of you may know that our lovely Sarah Stirrup lost her mum this week. And I have read this one out before, but I'm reading this for Sarah and all her family out of respect for her mum. And I've just called it My Mum. An old wedding ring glitters in its box, memories of a love now lost. It used to be worn on a gentle hand, this beautiful worn and thin wedding band. It took pride of place on your finger, and the love it represents still lingers. I searched my mind for memories of long ago, when we were a family and lots of love was shown. Memories of a love never to be forgot, and a breaking heart was the cost. Your face in a beautiful picture I see, as you gently and smiling stare back at me. I lovingly touched this faded glass as memories returned from the past, smiling and happy in days gone by, but when I lost you, oh, how I did cry. I remember your love was so strong and true, a mother and daughter's love shared by very few. I remember the tears falling down my cheek, and for a little while feeling empty and weak. The time we had together was so very good, and I still love and miss you so very much. For many years now in spirit you have resided, and here on earth plane I have abided. You know I love you still so very much, and sometimes I feel your tender touch. You'll always have a special place in my heart, but I hate us being apart. Time spent with you went so fast. Still I have memories deep in the past. I have my memories of you since you've been gone, but there'll never be another like you, my wonderful mum.
Oh,
Beautiful.
That's for Sarah and
so
all her
true.
family. Yeah,
So
it is.
true.
It is true. So
yeah. Okay. Lisa Scott's had to get her tissues out. There we
oh,
go.
bless you. Thank you. As always, Lisa, I will put it on for everybody, or I will say I'll send it to Tony because I still can't get onto my website yet. But he's sorting it out for me, aren't you,
I'm
darling?
doing my bestest. I'm doing my bestest. And
I
now
know you are.
because it's our divine service, we'll conduct the healing silence. As always, it'll start with the healing prayer, and then we'll have that short video of all those lovely candles, and the healing moment will conclude when I say Amen. So if we could blend our energies again. Great Spirit, Father, Mother God, here we bring before thee all those in our and all absent healing books, that it may please thee to heal them, be they suffering in mind, body, or in spirit, both those we know, those we do not know, and those who have no one to ask for them. We ask for them now. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you so much, everybody. Just that short moment, sending out love to the universe, really, really does work.
It does.
It really does work. Even if, we never say it cures, but it helps. It really helps.
It does.
It really does. It's lovely. Well, thank you very much, everybody. I was just reading Sophie's healing to all those that need it, a silent prayer. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Right. We will have some new photos soon because Michael took some last night. Jean, Irene, and myself went and did a physical service together.
And it was wonderful, wasn't it?
It was lovely.
I told you'd enjoy it, Irene.
Yeah, I really did enjoy it. It was just nice to be out we missed you guys. Don't get me wrong, we missed you guys, but it was lovely to be out and doing a physical church as well.
Yeah, it was.
So, And
it was actually the first time we three have worked together since lockdown.
It is, yeah. Yeah,
it is. The first time the three of us have worked together. So Michael took some photographs, and I'll rejig tomorrow our credits. My head really hasn't been working today. It really hasn't. Claire and Shane were at my house having their nails done this morning, and I'm stood at the fridge, and I knew I was making coffee, but I didn't know why I was stood at the fridge. And obviously it was to get the milk out to go and
I keep saying he's losing it.
The coffee. I am. I actually think, people, I'm getting Alzheimer's. So if I'm sat here one day dribbling and rocking and muttering to myself and not doing anything to do with the service, I do apologise. I really do. But,
oh dear.
There we are.
Can you imagine it, Jean? Michael on one side and Tony on the other, and you in the middle? God, would I have some things to do?
And I would beat middle, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Um,
Oh bless.
I'm doing. Suzanne, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Suzanne says I'm doing too much. I know now to listen to my body, and when my body's telling me I have enough, I will stop. But we've said, I mean, 2018, 2019, Jean and myself did 123 services.
Might have been more, Tony, with stand-ins. We did as well.
Yeah. And we did ones just off the cuff, and we were absolutely shattered, weren't we?
Said we wasn't doing that again, didn't we?
And now we both said we'll do our services and 1 or 2 a week outside of our services, and that's enough.
But can I just say that why Tony was stood at the fridge not knowing what he went for is because Michael's back at work for a little bit.
Yes, he is.
Tony doesn't normally make tea.
Hang on a moment, people. I'm really sorry, but Jean's no longer part of this service.
So he would have been thinking about Michael, bless him. You didn't let me finish, did you?
But no, it is a wrench. I mean, I do miss Michael to bits. I do.
Of course you do. He's your husband. You've been together a lot of years.
Ricky, it's fine. Don't stop feeling sorry for him.
Oh, you know how to pull at the heartstrings, Tony.
Are you picking on me or what?
I can, because I love him. I'm his big sister, so I can tell him off.
Suzanne says we'll bring her back. No, I won't. She's going down in the back room. She's going on the naughty step to think about what she's done. Is what she's doing.
Oh, dear me.
I don't know.
Michael, how come I'm putting comments up on my own? Have you seen?
I'll tell you. Can I just say
Have you seen
as well?
Yes, I've seen.
I've seen. Caravan, sunning himself. Hang on a minute. Michael's working, and I said yesterday, "Aren't you going to make him his tea tonight?" With his first day back at work for a while. And what did Tony say? No, I'm going to the caravan. And Michael turned around and said, "That's it. He'll be off to caravan with dinner."
I wasn't though.
Cooking his dinner.
I wasn't though.
Oh, he's
caravan by tea.
He's logged in as you, Tony, so that he can't get blamed for anything.
Hey.
Good evening, Michael. I hope your first day went well, darling.
Michael, do not look at my browser history. Do not look at my browser history.
It's too late.
I know. Anyway.
He'll be saying, let's get on with it in a minute.
Let's get on with it, please, people. Mrs. Pearson, you're going on the naughty step.
She's not bothered, you know. She's not bothered.
Neither am I.
No.
Bless. Okay. Right. Let's make a start.
Right.
Does anybody have any?
I do.
Go on then.
See? Now, look, you need me just at this minute, and I need you. Because I've got to say, I've got a lovely lady with me, not very tall. I would say she might only be 5 foot, even she might even be that smaller than that, bless her. She's not very big, but I won't say she's really thin, pleasant, as I'm going to say. She's got the salt and peppery hair, and I know she would have had it permed or set. So we're looking back, because it's so nice, they have it permed with curls and then they brush it out, don't they? And that's just what it is. This lady's wearing glasses and she's singing to me, bless her, "I'm on top of the world, looking down at creation." So I know that this is what she's doing, and she's saying that somebody at the moment on the earth plane is like that at minute, the veterinary, bless them. And this is just how they feel. This sounds like your grandma. Sounds like your nan. Oh, I hope it is, darling. We spoke to you the other day, didn't we?
We tried.
Can you understand the song, sweetheart? And do you feel as though at the moment, I know you've gone through a lot because we spoke to you before, where you could be looking, oh, and it sounds like your sister, right? Where, that's Jackie, where you're looking down at things, the song must mean something, or you feel as though I'm not saying you've won lottery, but looking down and everything seems a lot brighter and that, because this lady's singing I'm on top of the world. And I know she's in spirit, bless her, as she's coming in, but she's so proud and she's singing a little head away. So I know she would have sang it anyway because she's coming in with all these songs, but from way back. I know she liked the pastel colours. Right, thank you. I know this lady, and Christine, it could be your auntie. Please listen in. I know this lady would have liked the pastel colours. Oh, she's won some lottery, £3.
Yeah.
Thank you. That she's likes the pastel colours because she's in a lovely pastel. I don't know if it's a blouse and a skirt or a dress, but I know she's in this pastel cardigans, right? I just know that this is how she's dressed, bless her. She's showing me her feet. She says my feet were only small, and she's got the lovely little painted shoes on like you would get, you know, if you were going out. And she's showing me a bag as well, so I know she would have a favourite handbag, she's telling me. Okay, she's coming in. She's just making reference. She says, I didn't like my tea. She said, didn't like my coffee, but somebody's drinking way too much. She says, I like my milky drinks. So at night, I don't know, she would have had like the Horlicks or something like that. But she's saying somebody's drinking way too much coffee and they need, if they want to drink that, then they ought to be drinking, she says, decaf. Thank you. So they want to be cutting down on the caffeine. Let's put it that way. She's making reference to. She's saying that they've done big changes. That's you. Thank you again. Can the others, are the others out now? Because I ain't seen anybody else. Right. Thank you, Christine, for being truthful, darling. Right. Thank you, Taisha. We've got a name right now, haven't we?
Mhm.
And she said they're making big changes to the home as well. So it's not just with the life, they're making big changes all around. So they're doing their house out or doing something, because that's what she's talking about. Even to the looking for a new career or wanting to develop in something different. She's saying she's heard it all and she thinks it's time now that things could be changed. And it's good that now you feel confident enough to do this. Thank you. That you feel confident enough that you can alter things round and do what you want, darling. Okay, she's making reference to this. I've got to give you the month. Oh, what was that?
I meant that one.
Oh, sorry. She's also talking about, bless her. Right, come on then. They're all just looking up and trying to see what's coming up with mine. And she's like said, changing different things. I don't know why she's given me a set of keys. So, and I don't know if they're house keys or car keys. She's just given me a set of keys. So there's something to do with a set of keys. But you can understand where somebody can be a bit clumsy and lost a key recently or has been known to lose keys, because she's talking about that as well. I'm sorry, I'm just having a flush, so just bear with me with laughing. And she's making reference to that as well, Taisha. Okay, she's giving me a cup and saucer, sweetheart. So I do know this lady would have liked a cup and saucer. She says I wasn't posh. She says far from it. She says I was wanting to move out. Right, thank you. She says I wasn't posh when I had a cup and saucer. She says it tastes better than one of these mugs. That's what she says. So I'm not posh. And she's just given me a cake for you, darling. And it looks like a Battenberg because it's got the sections with the marzipan around. So I know this lady would have liked the sweet thing, sweetheart. And she's also passing that sweet things on to you. Okay, she's giving you that as well. Okay, I can still take this. I've got to give you April, darling. She's talking about the April month. Okay. And she's all right, sweetheart. And she's talking about the 4th of the month as well. Favourite cake, it is mine. I only can have bits, but I used to eat it. And she's giving you the 4th as well, sweetheart. Okay. Can I also, she's just said, I'm not saying they're being bad words, but she said somebody's just been having words. So I think somebody might have been either having words with a partner or having words with a kid. They've just been having words. Okay, sweetheart. She says, it's nothing. She says, it's nothing. She says, but I've just heard them little words. Okay. She's mentioned about the candles as well, that somebody likes the candles, sweetheart, in memory of people. And also she's talking about, oh God, I don't think people have it anymore. You must be all right. I don't know if you'll understand, Taisha, but the pot puree, I can see pots of pot puree. So I don't know if it's you, darling, or if you can understand where somebody, I didn't know you could still get it. Right, thank you, because I'm seeing that as well and I'm smelling it. Okay. She's just, you've got to have had a clear out, darling, because she's seen that you've been clearing stuff out. So you must have been having a look and saying, well, that's no good, this is no good. So you started your clearing out, darling. She's talking about that as well. She's mentioned as well that there's something to do with a tree. So I don't know if you've had a tree planted or you're thinking about, thank you, darling, or you're thinking of planting a tree. Okay, because she's fetched this up as well. I know somebody suffers a bit with the indigestion because she's making reference to this. And I also know, darling, that she's talking about the cancer condition. So I don't know if it's this. I don't know if it's the this lady with the cancer, sweetheart, or you can understand someone else who has the cancer, who had the cancer condition. Strawberry trees. Because she's fetching this in as well, darling. This lady has got so much love for you. What?
She had indigestion.
Yeah. Thank you. Right, that's okay. I'm going to, I'm not to, oh, go on. Can I just say that you must, I'm not saying it's you because I don't believe it is. You can understand, darling, where there's been a baby born. I'm not saying there's one to come because she's talking about a baby being born. All right, darling. I know she's got a baby in spirit with her, this lady, but she's talking about a baby being born. Can you understand this, darling? Or there's one ready to be born? Because she's talking about a baby. And it's right. That's okay, darling, if you can. I'm going to leave this lady's love with you, and it's been a pleasure working with her because she's been a darling. But she's got so much. Right, thank you. She's right. One during a week. She's got so much, well, it might not be a week, but she's got so much love, this lady, to send you, darling, and so much love to give you. Just watch for her holding your hand, sweetheart, and giving you a little kiss on the cheek. All right? Because she says, I'll give her a little kiss. Tell her I'll give her a little kiss. So just remember I've told you that. Been lovely to talk to you again. Thank you. Beautiful woman. Bonnie, really pretty.
Yeah. Irene,
Hi,
you got?
Hi, Taisha. I haven't
Sound's
got a lot
gone.
because
Sound's gone.
Can you hear me?
You back?
I'm back. You sound
okay.
got me. Sound went.
Hi, Taisha.
He muted me, didn't he? He muted me.
I missed you the other night, sweetheart. I just come on as it was finishing. When Jean started speaking, I got this lady must have been very small and petite because I got the song Thumbelina. Now that is a very old song and it's about a very small person, and I can
bigger
just
than your thumb.
That's it. That's why she was called Thumbelina.
Thumbelina, yeah.
And it's a lovely little song, and she was such a lovely person, this lady. I haven't got the lady that Jean had. I've got a gentleman, but he's come to talk about this lady, and he just wants to say that she was very loving as well, and she had a very kind heart, and she went out of her way to help people, sweetheart. And you are very similar to her in that way. You like to help people when you can, and you like to do things for other people when you can. But he's saying sometimes you get a little bit tired, sweetheart, and he says that you need him to rest. I don't know if you have a problem sleeping, darling, but he's saying, will you just please have a little bit of rest in between, because it's lovely to see you helping other people, but you've got to take time for you as well. Would you understand where the headaches are? Because when Jean started talking to you, they gave me a headache. Oh, anxiety. Oh, bless you. Right. Okay. Suffering with anxiety. Okay, sweetheart. Well, just try and sort of relax down a little bit and take time for you, sweetheart. This is the message from this gentleman. He says, take time for you, and as we've just been saying earlier, listen to your own body and you will know when you need to rest. I know that you like to be busy and like a whirlwind, but you also need to get your rest as well, sweetheart. Okay. And I don't know if there's something that you're actually studying for or doing, but he's talking about you doing something with books. I don't know if you're studying or if you're doing a course or something, but he's saying, you know, you're doing well with it and keep up, and he's giving you a double thumbs up because he's so proud of you and what you've achieved. And keep going. Just keep going one step at a time and you'll get there, sweetheart. Oh, you're reading a book. That's lovely. Absolutely fine. And okay, darling. He's asked me to give you some beautiful flowers, sweetheart. He's referencing irises, which are one of my favourites, and is referencing also roses as well. And I'm going to leave the flowers with you, darling, with all his love. Thank you for working with me, and I'll hand you over to Tony.
Taisha, I've got the message you sent me to respond to. I'll talk to you tomorrow if that's all right, sweetheart, because I've still got this young gentleman and there's a lot he wants to talk to, and I don't want to do it on here. So I'll message you tomorrow and we'll have a chat. Thank you. Yes, that's Horus, who went to see what was going on. Pippin's up on the settee and she's fast asleep. Welcome, everybody. I saw a bit of conversation going on about people being new.
Yep.
The divine service, just to, I know it's going into more of a Q&A, but
it was Harvey. He's never been to
Harvey.
a spiritualist service, darling.
A spiritualist service is, we are Christian spiritualists, as you can see from my dog collar. So we believe in everything that comes from the Christian side, and we also are spiritualists. So we believe that the soul goes on after the death of the physical body, and that they can come back and give messages to people who are tuned into a higher vibration, like Jean, Irene, and myself are. And the way we work is sometimes we have people on screen doing readings, and other times we blind read from comments. So we link with spirit, and then we start giving information. Yes, I can. Yes, I can, Paul. I can marry people. I can hatch, match, and dispatch, as they say. So I can do christenings, weddings, and at the other end as well. And the divine service is when we spend some time sending out absent healing to everybody in the world who needs help, love, and support and prayers. Be they suffering in mind, body, and spirit, as we say in the prayer. So you are welcome to join anytime you like. We do services Mondays, Fridays, and Sundays. Same day delivery for dispatch. Yes.
Well, she's right.
Yes. Yeah.
And
Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
I was just going
Hi,
to say, I've
Sarah,
just seen our
sweetheart.
lovely Sarah. Hello,
Sorry,
darling.
all of
We're
our
all thinking
prayers
of you.
and love with you, sweetheart. But yes, So that's what we do, Heidi. That's what we do as well. So bless you, and you're all welcome. You're all more than welcome.
Sarah, I read my poem out tonight, and I dedicated it to you, your family, and your mum. If you want to listen to it afterwards and look back on it, sweetheart. And Tony will be putting it on so you can have a copy of it as well, sweetheart. God bless you.
So,
for all us new ones, we are a very friendly group on here.
We are.
One big happy family.
Absolutely. We're mad. We're absolutely mad.
Heidi and Harvey, the congregation we've got watching are wonderful. The way they talk to each other and support each other offline as well as online is amazing. If one of our congregations going through hard times, there's always somebody messaging them and getting in touch with them, and they're all around the world as well. We have people from Canada, from Australia, from America watching. It's wonderful, and I just love it. It's such a privilege to be part of this group. It's amazing. Anyway, I have two gentlemen stood with me. I have two gentlemen, and as they're giving me their energy, I've got one above the other, which for me means that it's either father and son, uncle and nephew, something like this. But yes, Saudi Arabia as well, Dee. So we are multinational.
Absolutely.
Especially Canada, Irene and Jean, says Suzanne Symes.
And you, Susanna, we know why we're saying Canada. Be still my beating heart. I won't mention the name.
He's not on. I haven't seen him anyway. Anyway, these gentlemen, I've got it's either a father and son, like I said, grandfather and grandson, but there's one that's above the other in the generations. And I've got with the older gentleman, I've got issues around my back and my neck and shoulders, and also my heart's fluttering. So I don't know if this is a congenital heart problem or an issue with the a heart attack or something, but he's making me aware of the heart. He's giving me a signet ring that he wishes me to acknowledge, and I believe it would have had an initial on it. I can't see what the initial is, but I can see it was engraved, so I would imagine it's got an initial on it. He is also, oh gosh, all right, Jean, I think this is yours.
Go on, love.
Did your dad have a ring with an initial on it?
Yeah, not my dad, my granddad.
Right, all right then.
Because they double one another.
Well, like I said, I've got one above the other, so I've got a father and
dad,
a father and son standing with me. Okay, Jane Goldthorpe, it could be you. Okay, listen in then. It's just I also got Bill, and that's what made me think of Jean, because whenever our dad connects with me, he says, "Hey Tony, it's Bill," and I just heard Bill shouted in, so that's what made me think it was for you, sweetheart. But would you understand where there would have been a heart condition as well around Grandad then?
There was, yeah.
Right, okay then. Jane, would you understand the heart condition, because my heart's still fluttering, so he wants me to acknowledge that. Okay. Right. The older gentleman, as he's standing with me, he's saying that bless you. He's saying it's a dog that's walking past, and he plays with it when they meet each other out on the grass on lead. He plays with it. Sees it walking past our caravan and he goes mental. Right. Okay. Where was I? Remind me, sir?
The heart.
The heart is fluttering. So your dad. Okay. Right. The older gentleman's telling me that at times he could be a little bit grumpy.
Oof.
Because he says sometimes it was like I said last night, test the temperature before you walk into a room.
Grandad,
Because
yeah.
it could be a little bit. He had a triple bypass. Your husband had a ring with his initials on that you've still got. Okay, Suzanne, thank you. And Jane, just listening then. Why has that come back up? Right. Sorry. That's
No
just
idea.
that. Megan says that was very loud and now my heart's fluttering. He is, yeah. So yeah, he's saying he could be a little bit grumpy, and he's also saying that somebody down here is being a little bit grumpy at the minute as well, if you would understand that, Jane or Suzanne and Jean, if you would understand where somebody down here connected in the family is being a little bit grumpy at the minute as well. And it's really difficult. Right. Okay, Jane. Well, this next bit then, I'm really sorry, but this is how he's saying it. The things that you're being grumpy about in the bigger scheme of things aren't really that critical. And it's like, it's just annoying stuff rather than earth-shattering stuff that, you know, and
It's
he's
not
just
a big
saying
dilemma, is it? It's just
no, but you would understand then, Jean, if it is around you that there's somebody in the family that's been a bit like that, they've been a bit grumpy and it's like, well, it's not the end of the world, you know. Life isn't going to stop because this stuff's happened. Okay, he's talking to me about the 12th of the month, and if you've watched regularly, you would understand that I can be a little bit off with dates, but around the 12th of the month is important. And also he's given me a celebration cake for around now, so there's either a wedding anniversary or a birthday round now that he wants to acknowledge as well, because I've got this celebration cake. I know my dog's just started barking, but I can hear a spirit dog barking, so there's a dog in spirit that is coming around and about you. That, and like we always say, when we see dogs from spirit, it's as well as acknowledging that you've lost a pet, it's for loyalty and protection from the world of spirit, and they're sending the dogs down for that. But also, you see, but if it's Jean, I know about that. Jane.
Oh, Jane.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, bless.
Oh, bless.
Oh,
12th of September.
Sorry,
okay, Suzanne, the 12th of September. Oh, that's awful, yeah. And he had a boxer dog. Okay. I've also got to give you 2 cats as well around the family. I've got to give you a black and white one, and I've got to give you a tabby cat as well. That's coming around. Also, right. Now, I can't quite hear what is being said, but I've got he's either saying Mary or Maisie. Mary or Maisie. I'm really sorry, I can't hear properly, but that's what it sounded like
Mary
as he said it.
Is my dad's aunt.
Right. Okay. That would be
I've
his
been
sister.
answering in because I've been taking note.
Right.
But I still can understand it all.
You can understand it all, right. And you would understand that would be his sister then. Granddad's sister, would it? Yeah. Okay. Jane had cats and your mum's Mary. You had the black and white cat. They're piggybacking with me again, and I don't like this. I want them to separate.
Just tell my dad to go not to do it.
Well, your dad knows better.
But
Your dad wouldn't.
Tell him. Tell Granddad to off.
To split it. Right. And also, now my grandma was Nancy, but I've just heard Nancy shouted as well. So there would be a Nancy connection around the family as well. Also, I know Jean's family were Catholics, but I've got rosary beads in my hand. So, Jane and Suzanne, would you understand where the Catholic connection is? Because I've got if it's not Catholic connection, then somebody had rosary beads. But the way that they're held in the hand, it looks like they're being prayed with. So
Mine's
I
all
feel
over my house.
I know they
Rosary
are.
beads
That's
all
why I
over
want
photos.
something different, because
Yeah.
I've got a set of your dad's as well.
Yeah.
Your mum's Catholic, Jane. Thank you. But would you understand? No, Nancy, for you. Okay, then take everything you can up to this point, Suzanne, please. And thank you for being honest and saying that you're out from now. And Jane, you've got your grandmother's. Okay. I also want a family Bible with it's either birthdays or marriage dates, but there's a Bible with dates and names written in. So that is important as well, because they put it right in front of me. And okay, sweetheart, what's that? Maggie, Margaret,
Yeah.
Maggie,
Margaret, Auntie Mag.
Oh no, okay. So Auntie Mags, okay. Would Jane, have you got a Margaret, please? Because Margaret's been shouted in, and also, wow. I was going to say a big family, but it's big.
Mine's big.
And I know you're one of
I'm 1 of 9.
9, but
My dad's family's big. My mum's family's big.
Jane, if this is for you, then, sweetheart, would you understand, Jane, where there should have been more than 9?
My mum, yeah.
Right, because there should have been more than 9. Because
I can understand that.
I can see the physical, and then I can see spirit. Children,
I know definitely.
Wow.
Billy was my mum's first, but yes.
Wow.
I had 13.
Okay, I'm not splitting this, and it's doing my head in now. Come on. Right, I want to say that there's what I'm seeing is, Daniel, you've got 8 children and you've lost a couple. Okay, sweetheart. I've
Mum,
got.
when you had no tellies, Taisha.
Yeah.
I've got to say, there's a glass bowl being put on the table in front of my keyboard, and it's red. It looks like a huge ruby bowl. So there's this red serving dish, and it's beautiful. It's a really beautiful dish. It's really gorgeous.
You're right there. Yeah.
And I think, as well as being used for serving food in, it had stuff in it. So keys or letters or
for
some.
bits and bobs, like Auntie Winnie's.
Right, okay then, but it gets stuff chucked in it now.
Yeah.
Where it used to. Jane, you don't know that. Take everything you can up to this point then, sweetheart, because it was obviously meant for you as well, and this is separating out a bit, but God bless, and take everything you can from this. There's the red dish, but also I've got a really pretty tea service.
Tea service?
Tea service, like little china cups, and I feel like the bone china, they're really pretty and nice. And the
china.
lady, whoever this is, she's saying to me, I didn't have lots of nice things, but when I got something nice, I liked it. But she's she's really, I'll say, peeved off, because whoever's got it now, there's a chip or a crack in one of the cups. Because she says, I kept it nice all those years, and now it's got a crack in it. And
I'm going to check, because I know Mark Anthony had that. I'm going to check on that.
She says it's got either a little chip out of the top of a cup or a little crack. I can just see she's drawing something on the top of a cup for
Well,
me.
my nan passed it to Auntie Kath, and Auntie Kath died and left it to Mark Anthony.
All right. Okay. Jane says, oh my God, my mum has my grandmother's Royal Albert. And yes, mum's dropped a cup. Jane, if this is a little bit more evidence for you as well, then sweetheart, then they're obviously linking back in.
Yeah.
But keep an ear out. I want to talk about a lady in spirit who would have worn those. You mentioned them last night. One of you mentioned them last night. A turban hat, but she would have had a pin in it. So she would have pinned it into her hair. And also she would have worn brooches because I can see the collar of her coat and it's got brooches on it. And also scarves. She would have tied a scarf around her neck when she was going out. She would have tied one around her neck. And also, Jean, I need to give you... sorry, they've just made me go blank. Shine on. Come on. No, don't leave it on me this long. Take it off. Stroke. It's definitely a stroke because I've gone numb. The side of my face has gone numb.
I can understand the stroke.
And it's left-hand side of my face has gone really numb.
One ear and one pass.
No, this lady's in spirit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Lady, yeah. And it must have been quite a bad one at first if it didn't take her straight away, because I feel like I really couldn't do much at all when it first happened. Right, okay, bless you. All right, bless. Give me something else then, something I don't know about Jean. Jean, I've got a memory of a family get-together where ructions broke out and people were really going at each other, hammer and tongs, and really falling out, and we're never going to speak again. But the next day, when somebody outside the family started on one of them, it was like we were all piling in and helping this family member out. So it's like we can argue and we can fight, but don't ever pick on one of ours if you're not part of the family. Yeah. So even though we were knocking,
gypsies, don't we?
Even though we were kicking 7 bells out of each other the night before, the day after, we were all ganging up and picking on this one. True. Because and oh God, this is difficult. Your dad's just saying it should be like that now.
Yeah,
but
should.
He's just going. He's just going, but it isn't.
I understand, love.
Right. Well, your dad understands as well, and he's really a bit. It's sad. It's sad. Keep on doing what you're doing, sweetheart. There's a lot of work for you to do now. You must understand, though, your dad's saying he's changing how he works.
I can understand that, Tony.
Right. Well, I don't know because I'm not in your head when your dad's working with you, but he's saying he's changing how he's working with you.
I can understand that.
Right. And he's saying it's pushing you, it's stretching you, it's making you work a bit harder for the message, which is a good thing. But he says, we'll always go at your pace, sweetheart. We'll always go at your pace.
Will.
All right. Right. I'll leave his love with you, darling.
Thank you.
And say God bless. God bless Jane and Suzanne. Daniel, if you can take what you have, then that's fine. Sophie, I'm really sorry, and I will be quiet now. Thank you.
Her baby keeps kicking.
Yeah.
I've just seen it.
Jean,
well,
can
I
you
can't follow that because it was for me, so
can I would you understand when Tony mentioned the red bowl, can you understand somebody in the family who had one of those punch bowls that where all the little cups are on the side of it? Because I've got one of them and I can see it stood on an old-fashioned sideboard. It was quite large and it was crystal cut and it had 6 or 8 cups on little hooks around the side. and it
Nan
had
had
a
one with little cups on.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
Nan had
yeah.
one.
Right, okay, thank you. Because it's saying that it was quite delicate and it was beautiful, and I don't know who I've got with me, sweetheart. I'll be honest, I don't. But they just wanted to mention the fact that we've got this punch bowl as well. And can you understand also somebody who's got, well, I call it a gammy hand, because ever since Tony's been talking to you, my right hand has been really painful, really hurt. And I don't know if this was down to an accident, but I can't move my fingers. You can,
Well,
you know,
yeah, I can hear
you
as
know
well,
where
yeah.
it is. That's absolutely fine, sweetheart. As long as, oh, he's lost a
Me-
nail.
My brother,
No,
my
no,
brother
finger.
off his finger.
Oh, right,
And he's
okay,
still-
Sorry, it just took it. It disappeared.
It's right finger.
right.
It's proper finger what you're touching, Tony.
All right, well, it just
And
disappeared.
you've
I
not
was like,
met my brother.
I went to put something on the keyboard and I thought, where's my finger? Sorry, Irene.
And no,
It's all
can
right.
I just say,
It scared me
this is
for a
why
minute then.
people shouldn't play with Ouija boards, please, because that's how my brother's finger came off.
Yeah, it's awful that, but I agree, Jean. People shouldn't play with Ouija boards. The times that anyway, I'll finish this message. Yeah, he's talking about the gammy hand, and you would also understand somebody in your family who had either a wooden leg or had one of those peg legs from the knee down.
Yes.
Okay, that's, and I mean, I don't know anything about this. It's just that they've taken my knee off and I've just got a peg leg right the way down, because they used to put, and they used to call them peg legs, didn't they? As I remember.
Yeah, they
Um,
look like dolly pegs.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they look like dolly pegs.
And just as this person, it's a lady I've got. She's just saying I've got to mention the pirate in the family.
The what? Sorry.
Pirates, yeah. Now I don't know if that's a proper pirate or somebody who was a little bit of a pirate yeah, she's saying pirate, but she might mean parrot, because they like to collect things and they're a little bit of a magpie.
I know that is.
Right, that's fine. As long as you can take it, sweetheart. As long as you can
leave
take
nothing
it
down, or to put it up and take it.
Yeah,
And they
that's
said they
it.
called they didn't call him a parrot, they called him a magpie, because if
Yeah.
it was
Right.
silver, they picked
Right.
it up and took it.
Well, she said pirate, so for some reason, I don't know why, but she said pirate. So, but we got there.
Yeah.
Right.
Got it.
Okay. I don't think there's
And I'll
anything
show
else
you
for you,
my
sweet.
pirates, Irene. I will show you my pirates chess I've got.
That's right. Okay. Well, have you got all this silver in it then?
No, me
Oh,
my
shucks.
and my crystals, my gold, my ball,
Oh,
my crystal
love.
ball. and that.
Oh, lovely. Right. That's all I've got for you, sweetheart.
Thank
but
you. That's lovely.
that's a little bit more that we didn't know. So
No,
you know.
and I really want to assure people that even though Jean, Irene and myself have been friends for a long time now, we don't talk when we're together about past and family
No.
relationships and things, because it's not fair. I know everything about Jean's sister and stuff like that, sisters and stuff like that, but there's other parts of Jean's family, especially her dad's side, that I don't know about at all.
No, me
And we keep it that way deliberately, because we want messages that come through to be true from spirit.
Absolutely.
We'll never. I'm not going to disrespect anybody, but we've seen people outside a church nattering before a service with the mediums and things, and we've heard it when the medium gets up on the rostrum and starts talking, and we think, but you've just
heard it outside.
You've just been talking about that outside, and that's not fair. We'll never cheat, ever. If it doesn't come, and you hear Jean and Irene say it, but we know about that, so give us something different.
Yeah.
So,
and you do as well, Tony. You say the same thing as well.
I do, and especially with Bill, because I'll say, well, no, I know about Amy and I know about John moving house and things, so give me something I don't know, because I don't want to say, oh, and you know somebody is moving house. Well, of course I do, because Jean told me the other day that her son's just bought a new house and he's going to.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I like to get different information that I don't know.
And that's what you should ask for.
If there's something else where they would say to me, John's moving house and there's been problems with solicitor or something, I would give that, because I don't know that. I know he's moving house, but I don't know that there'll be issues. I mean, there aren't, I hope, but I don't know the nitty gritty about it. So yeah.
We don't talk about our families, do we?
No, we don't.
We'll tell people don't talk about anything, or we'll step back if we come out of the road, don't we?
Yeah,
because I agree with what Amanda's just put on. Amanda's just said that they're charlatans, and Sarah Stirrup said, yes, that's wrong. It is wrong. So we try and do it. I mean, what did we do last night? We got there, we went straight into the medium's room, so we wouldn't hear anything.
Yeah. And Michael and I and Jean and Irene will always, if we do get to a church early, we will do what we did last night, and we'll go and stand out of the way. I do like to be around the church, because I do like to absorb the energy and to sit in the energy for a little while, because as people are chattering, there's an energy building up, and I do feel like you absorb that energy and you link into the energies in the room, which helps the message, and it helps you deliver messages. But true mediums get their information directly from spirit. And I can work psychically. I don't like to, but I can.
Same.
And if something came through and I would say to Jean, actually, this hasn't come from your dad, but I can tell there's something wrong, it's where you tell you
put yourself across when you work in psychic, as a psychic.
Medium,
you're reading your energy. You're not their energy. You're not reading from spirit.
You're not connecting with spirit. You're reaching into their energy, and you're giving back what you're getting from energy, and it's wrong. It's not wrong. It's
not wrong. It's
but it is if you're saying it's coming from spirit, which some people do, and we've seen people do it, Jean. We've seen
plenty.
Jean and I went to a centre. We were double booked, and we arrived before the other medium that was booked.
So we took it on first.
So we started, and the other medium arrived, and we said, "No, that's fine. We'll go and stand. We'll go and sit in the congregation, and we'll be out of the way." And this medium started in the back left-hand corner of the church, and he read across the back row, dropped onto the next row, and read back across right to left on that row.
Can't do it.
Dropped on the next one and read left to right on that row, and he worked his way.
I remember you telling me about this. Yeah,
you shouldn't do that. A medium can't do it. I know two or three that'll do that.
No,
and they'll say what's a medium, and they'll work along lines. You can't.
No. Spirit won't come to. I know, Michael.
I mean, Amanda's put on here. There's a lot of mediums who recite Facebook. I never look at Facebook profiles or anything. I just when I'm doing a service with you two for all our lovely congregation, I spend my afternoon doing some meditation, getting myself into the zone for the service, and I come on about half an hour before, sort out my poem, but I do not look at anybody's face profile. I know some do, but I don't.
Yes, there's absolutely nothing wrong with working psychically and developing your mediumship. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if you say which way you're working, that's yes, and that same medium told Michael he had to stop dealing wacky-backy.
That's good. Seeing as he doesn't smoke, that's wonderful.
The thing is with psychic, though, I've got to say, we've seen loads, and come on, Tony, we've seen good and bad. We've seen good and bad. And the thing is with that is, a medium can be a psychic. You've got to develop. If you're a psychic, it takes a long time to become a good medium.
Yeah.
And I've got to say that because I've done enough development classes, and we've seen it, because the psychic needs you.
Jan, that's lovely. Thank you.
I've seen that. We you want to
Absolutely.
be able to work direct. Get all your messages direct from spirit.
I
Because
think with
that's the
Stacey,
way.
though, for those of you who don't know, Stacey's my daughter, and she's grown up with me doing what I do, and I've taught her. I taught her the basics and got her through, and she found interest in it. And but we work very differently, my daughter and I. Stacey, she won't mind me telling you, she's still developing. She is getting very, very good, but she's still developing. And if she wants some advice, she comes to me. If I can't help her, I ask Jean or Tony to give her a hand. And if we can get her to where she wants to be, then one day she will be good, but she's still developing, and I'm proud of her for doing it the proper way and not doing a 6-week course and calling herself a medium.
Irene,
she's going through the ranks.
I've just seen what your stairs just put, and if you're telling them you're working psychically, there isn't a problem.
No,
telling them that's how you're working, there is not an issue.
Well, she does.
And
I've told that
our
to
development.
She has
our development, and
she did.
Can do a mediumship. She can do direct from spirit.
She
can. She's doing the right thing by saying, "This is I'm on a psychic link." Yes, that's what she's doing. There's nothing wrong with that. It's when you get these mediums what don't say that.
No, and that's what I meant when I said it's all wrong. Is it wasn't working psychically wrong.
Yeah, I got told I was being round block. I've been with you from being 16.
Same medium.
Been round block once.
Same medium. Yeah, you've been round the block, Jean, and you've had them.
So Stacey, I'm not getting at you, sweetheart. There's nothing wrong because you're doing it right. Saying you're working psychically.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you can work mediumship as well, though. You know you
can.
So
she can. She can.
Put yourself to spirit.
She's just said she's stronger doing psychically at the moment. That's fine, sweetheart. You carry on and you do what you feel is comfortable. Yeah, she's doing it right.
Yeah. She is.
I must have got something right when I was bringing her up. I don't know what it was, but I must have got something right.
No. And the thing is, it's very important to develop properly. I'm sketching out a course at the minute, and I will reach out to people to join. And we will be running it on Zoom, so it'll be closed, and I will be messaging 10 people and inviting them to be part of the group, because it's the first time I've put a course together, and I've sketched out each week what I want to do and how I want to do it, and I'm running it past Nick at the minute. He's having a look at it for me.
We got together, didn't we? And we wrote.
I've sketched it out. I've changed it around a little bit. And I want to run it past Nick, because I want to make sure, with me being ordained into the New Christian Spiritualist Society, that doesn't cross any of their boundaries. So I just want to run it past Nick, and then, like I said, I will be inviting people. So I might, if you get a message off me, just a few people that I know want to develop, and I can test the waters, because, like I said, it's the first time I've written a course. So I want to see if it works. We wrote a course.
You notice I wasn't invited to write anything for this,
No, what it was.
I know, Doc, I know.
Caravan. We couldn't get on the
and
internet.
I said,
it was that night the internet won't work.
It went down.
Oh, right.
But I said to Jean,
we said, right,
I want to do a 10-week course. And what if we do this, and this? And Jean said, yeah, do that, do that.
Didn't we? And
we did.
Yeah.
We could do this, or
I fleshed it out, and after Jean left, I fleshed it out and rejigged it into some sort of, because I thought, well, that leads on from that, and that leads on from that.
That's what you need to do.
And I put a big piece in about the development of spiritualism, so where it's come from, the Fox sisters and things, and then the New Christian Spiritualist Society, how Lynn developed it, and just tie it all together.
Jean, here's one for you, Jean. Amanda Hurst asked, psychic link as opposed to mediumship, what's the difference?
Go on, Jean.
Right, I mean, it's psychic link as opposed to mediumship. What's the difference? A psychic link is you're working on their energies, Doug. You're seeing the person, you're working on that energy of that person, what's here today. That's the difference. So you can look at someone and you can, we all can look fed up and things like that, but you're telling them what's happening today or tomorrow, things like that.
Yeah.
So you're working on that energy as an whole. Where when you're working with mediumship, you put the psychic to one side and you're working direct from you and from your energy into spirit's energy. So you're working direct with your family, friends, your loved ones. So your psychic's way out. You don't work with psychic.
No.
If you can understand it, you're working direct
Yeah.
with spirit, and everything, like you get your tarot cards, your angel cards, your crystals and things like that. They come all into the same. They're only a tool to spirit. A lot of people, you must have seen them where they'll hold a crystal or they'll hold something in the hand.
Yeah.
They're only tools to spirit. And it's
I
a
know,
comfort blanket. It's a comfort blanket.
I know a very good medium, really good. She's been doing it about 65 years now. And she holds a tissue in her hand when she goes on rostrum with me.
Yeah.
I hold a tissue.
Jean holds a tissue.
I hold a tissue. It's my dad.
The way I was told from spirit is if you're psychically, where you tune into a spirit energy,
Yes.
a higher vibration. So when you're working as a medium, Irene will tell you the same. You lift your energy up, and spirit have to drop their energy down to meet you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're working on that higher vibration. When you connect psychically, I could look at Jean and I could tune into the energy she's giving off.
What I'm giving off.
But it would all be things about her now. So I could say to her, you've got doctor's appointments because I can tell there's something wrong with you, or your energy's really down at the minute. So, and it's that type of thing. Megan, you said you are not a medium, you work with tarot. That's still mediumship.
It's still mediumship.
Yeah.
Can I just say, Megan, I started out after, everybody knows my story, but when I came back to it, I started out doing tarot cards, and I now actually collect the cards. I don't read them anymore, but I collect them. So it is possible to make that transition. Just let it go and just start working without the tarot, just one little bit at a time, one step at a time. As we always say with mediumship, it takes time to learn anything, and it does take a little while to transition from reading tarot to doing it psychically or spiritually, however you want to work. But it can be done, sweetheart. I'm the proof. I'm sitting here. I've done it.
Going record, but can I just say, Tony, you both will agree with what I'm going to say now, is when you're working direct with mediumship, you're getting to know the person you're talking to. So you want to describe that person. You want to give them the energy. I see a lot. Tony feels the energy. Irene does a little bit of both.
Yeah,
so
I do.
You're wanting to prove that you're talking to, firstly. You want to describe, you want to give them evidence in spirit that that's that person.
Yeah. That's the thing. You've got, for me, it's my job to prove to Jean and Irene that I'm dealing with your family.
Yeah.
Who they are.
You've got to give them that evidence.
Is Lisa, Scott, and Scott Haig. It is a beginner's course. Like I said, because it's the first time I've personally put a course together, I want to pick. So I've got some people in mind that I just want to act as guinea pigs, if you like, to do this 10 weeks and see if it works. So watch your inboxes, because
we've had a little conflab, Irene. I'm sorry, but we've had a little.
I'll conflab with you after and see if you agree. See if you agree with the people I'm thinking about. No. It's just you were in Grimsby. You were in Grimsby.
Can I just please? Can I just jump back to Stacey, please? Because I've just looked at Stacey's and she's saying she works mostly with psychic links, right? Because at minute what she's saying is she doesn't feel confident enough yet to with direct mediumship. Stacey, you can stop doubting yourself. Put your psychic link to one side for a moment. Put it to one side and start working as a medium. Start working as a medium, sweetheart. Get that confidence back. Sit there and do it.
Can I just say,
Sorry.
Stacey, you know what you said earlier about me kicking your butt? You'll get it done or I'll be kicking your butt.
Yeah. Sarah, I'm so sorry. That's awful. That's awful.
Oh no. Oh, that is so wrong on all levels.
Well, can I just say, Jean, what did that medium tell you?
You want love?
What did that medium tell you? Sarah's just said a medium told her mum was going to be fine.
I didn't see it. That's why I wanted you to put it back up. I was trying to find it.
Isn't that awful?
What did that medium tell you?
Yeah, I'll just quickly, no names and nothing, but as you all know, I've had cancer a couple of years ago, and I went through all that treatment. And a medium actually
year
told
before,
me,
the new year before.
And a medium actually told me to stop the chemotherapy, stop radiotherapy, stop any drugs, take this herbal remedy, and I'll be cured. That's what a medium told me, and a medium was still going around today, getting booked in all the churches, SNU churches, and all the centres. Told me to pack in everything, go herbal, and I'd be cured.
And
so
the year
Sarah,
before,
I feel for you, sweetheart.
And the year before you got your cancer back, it was in between Christmas and New Year. We went to see a medium who we both know, and said to Jane, "Don't you worry, darling. Next year is going to be your year. You're going to be on the up and up."
And I've gone down and down.
And you got your cancer diagnosis, and you said, "If I see that person in a bloody church again, I'm going to thump that person."
Yeah.
I was like, I don't believe it.
So I've got a year, but my year's never done yet because I'm going down frigging hill, not up.
You are. But anyway, yes, that's what I'm doing. So just be careful. Watch out for your inbox, because if you want to join, that's fine. If I message you and say, "Irene, Jean and myself are doing this course on such and such a date on Zoom," and you don't want to, feel fine to say no. We won't be offended. I won't be offended. It's fine. Absolutely fine. SNU is the Spiritualist National Union, darling. It's a branch of mediumship who run churches and centres and things, and they've got quite rigid rules about mediumship, but they don't believe that Jesus Christ was our Lord and Saviour. They just believe he was a medium and a healer, which he was. He was an absolutely fabulous medium and healer.
Yeah, he was.
In my belief, he was actually born the Son of God. That's my belief. Absolutely fine. If you don't believe that, you're still welcome. More than welcome in my group. The New Christian Spiritualist Society, welcome anybody and everybody. If you have no belief at all, that's absolutely fine. As long as you respect, all we ask is that you respect each other, you respect us as mediums, and yeah, that's it really. Sorry, Irene, you were going to say?
I was just going to say, read what Stacey's just put on. Put it up so Jean can see it.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
So she's been taught.
Exactly. We would always say, see a medical professional.
Yeah, we don't predict and we don't diagnose.
And we do give healing, but we would never ever say to anybody, you don't need those tablets the doctor gave you. Our healing will help.
Like I got told.
It does help. It does help.
Yeah.
Spiritual healing, like I say, helps.
It does help.
It doesn't cure.
It's not a cure.
No. Lisa Scott, I don't think I have. I don't ever hear. Lisa, you will be surprised. You would be surprised. Honestly, you would. It's something, everybody has attunement to spirit, because I, as I understand it, all babies see spirit because they've just come from spirit.
Vulnerable. They're very vulnerable.
Yeah.
Open, Jean, not vulnerable. They're open.
They're open.
Open to spirit. because they've just come from spirit. They literally have just come from the spirit world into a physical being.
The pure little
And-
things.
And they haven't been touched by the world, so they still see spirit and they're open to spirit and they interact with spirit. But then as they get older, sometimes your mind closes down. Mine did when I went into junior school. I didn't see much of anything. But then as I got into senior school, I started seeing strange lights and
Look.
shadows walking beside people. And there we go.
Tony, what I told you about my little grandson who's 3,
Yeah.
3.5.
He
Never
talks
been
to
my
Dennis.
stepmom's.
Yeah.
And,
But he described the house.
Yeah, he says, I've been talking to Nanny Pat. Well, my stepmom's still here. Well, he doesn't call her Nanny, he calls her Grandma Pat. Now, he's only ever seen her twice, 3 times max. And he says, I've seen her. She comes and plays with me. She's still on Earth, remember. I come and play. She comes and plays with me. She pays eyes, you can see. She gives me a kiss. She loves me. And he described Pat's house to us, his Grandma Pat's house, that you go down
Never
like a
ever
dirt
been.
track. He said, never been to Pat's. Told us right, well, like she lives at bottom of there's a farm at bottom, didn't he? He said, and a big garden and a farm. And he said it all. And that kid has been travelling. Somebody's told him all about his Grandma Pat's house, what he's never seen. Never seen it.
Well, I was speaking to Stacey the other day about my little great granddaughter, Sinead, and she was doing something with her, like she was spelling or drawing or something, and Sinead just came out with it, and she said, "Well, if I get a word, Nanny, that I can't say or can't spell, my angel helps me. She sees angels."
Oh, bless.
And she has an angel that goes to school with her, and she asks her angel, and if it's too hard, her angel helps her with her work. Isn't that wonderful?
That's amazing. That's beautiful.
It is absolutely beautiful.
But anyway, we've run on as we always do. As we always do.
As long as everybody's enjoying it, that's the main thing.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And it's an exciting thing, and it's just I feel that teaching's going to be the next step for me. So with Jean's help, I've put this thing together, and I want to run it past a few people. If that works, then I'll open it more widely, and we'll develop it so that it won't be what I would call, or what we call, a roll on, roll off. If you want to do it, you start at the beginning. You stick with it for at least 3 weeks, and then we go through the rest of the course. And then if there's a need, we'll start the beginner's side again, but we'll develop the more advanced, and we'll just take it that way.
There'll be no pushing involved if it's not for
no, you walk away.
Out.
Yeah,
Nobody will be
problem.
pushing anybody into doing anything they don't want to do.
No,
definitely not. Definitely not. And Michael, if you're still on Michael has suggested that, because we said about trying to get to different, finding somewhere halfway that everybody could meet up and have a hall. And Michael said, well, no, why don't we just do a roadshow and start up in the northeast or up in Scotland and work our way down?
That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. I love
that idea. I really love that idea. So, we could have a roadshow, and we can start at one end of the country and meet people and work down.
Well, I still think that you ought to get onto your people on your caravan site and see if you can have a hall so we could do something there.
There's a hall just down the road called Pattrington Village Hall.
Yes, I know where Pattrington Village Hall is. I've been there. Iris Houghton.
Yeah.
Iris Houghton. Yeah. And I'm sure that we could set something up there.
We could do something there.
Yeah.
And yes, Suzanne, we would come right down as far as Kent. But anyway, because Thundersley's down that way, and I really want to go and see Thundersley Church. Yeah. Pam, stop it. If I went to Matthews, I would get nothing done. Anyway,
Oh, I don't know, Tony. We'll get some things done.
Yeah.
nothing spiritual, darling. Nothing spiritual.
Well, it depends on how you're defining spiritual, Tony.
Thank you, Irene.
Not of the physical.
Yeah, but we have to go physically to do the spiritual.
We can work our way through that, can't we, Irene?
Pippin,
Absolutely, we can.
Auntie Irene's been naughty again.
Oh, be still by Peter Hart.
Yeah.
And before I can see properly, what the
Yes.
I'm looking at.
While you can see, we'll get you across to Canada. Anyway,
Oh,
thank you very much, everybody, for spending this time with us.
But then, Tony,
Lisa's
can I just
just
say a
put-
big magnifying glass might help?
Lisa's just
I
put
don't.
on-
I don't think you'd need a magnifying glass.
Lisa Scott's just put on. I've got my missing persons posters at the ready. Why should I behave? I'm allowed to misbehave now and
Stace,
again.
Stace, have a word with your dad, please.
Oh, no,
I need-
he's got no chance.
I need your dad stood behind your mum at all times. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for spending this time with us. It's been absolutely wonderful again. I'm absolutely thrilled that you all spend this time with us day in,
Absolutely.
3 times a week. It's amazing. It really is a privilege that you want to do this with us. All right, we will have Wednesday and Thursday will be the other New Christian Spiritualist Society Church services in Bridlington and Littleport. Keep watching the Littleport ones because I believe Reverend Nick's going to do a hybrid service. So he's going to take StreamYard into the village hall
Oh,
and do a mix, so you'll be able to still watch their services online, which I think is going to be amazing.
yeah.
So that's that. We will be back Friday and Sunday. Have you guys got anything on this week? I know I'm at John Street in Hull on Thursday afternoon, 2:00.
I'm doing a Zoom for Dallas Street in Mansfield on Wednesday.
Cool.
So that's on Zoom. So
Good.
but that's all I've got on this week.
Okay. Well, if anybody's in or around Hull, Bridlington, Hornsey, that sort of place, I'll be at John Street, 2:00. It's not in John Street, actually. So go on to John Street Spiritualist Church's site because I've forgotten where it is, but it's a village hall nearby because it's bigger. John Street's a really
They're
small.
doing it at that community centre.
Yeah, they're in the community centre. Suzanne, I despair for my congregation. Irene, you're a bad influence, darling.
Why? What have I done now? Wanting to read bedtime
Suzanne,
stories.
I want him
think
to
I
read
did.
me bedtime stories.
I think I'd have to. I think I'd have to give him a massage while somebody's
Oh.
reading the bed.
Hey, come
Brain
on,
bleach,
please.
brain bleach. Anyway,
Shall
Thank
I
you very
close in prayer?
yes, please. It's in Hull. It's Thursday afternoon. I believe it's 2 till 3:30 ish. If you want the address, Lisa, drop me a private message and I'll find the address out and I'll get that across to you. Thank you, Dad. Fingers crossed it'll work, but we're just trying. We'll try it, see what happens. Now, yes, would you close in prayer, please, darling?
I will, sweetheart. Yes. Can we bow our heads, please, friends? Dear Lord, Divine Father, thank you once again for a wonderful service on this wonderful live feed. Thank you for our lovely congregation for joining us. Could I please ask that the veil be closed between the two worlds on this service? And could I please ask for a guardian angel to be with each and every one of us until we meet again? Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. God bless everybody and
Night,
see you soon.
everyone.
Stay safe.
Night, take